Casual Friday. I love Casual Friday. I hope you love it too. I do like it. I get to get up and not dig into the news quite as deeply, but here we are. It's Casual Friday. I'm so happy to have you here on Puerto Vallarta Real News with your host, me, Brent Lane. So nice to have you here on a beautiful Friday in Puerto Vallarta. It's also Good Friday. It's 10 a.m. Puerto Vallarta time on April 3rd. Here we go. Make sure we got the month and the date right. So happy to have you here. Happy Friday, Laura. I've got the comments working again. And hey, while I was fixing them, because we had some issues yesterday, but we are positive. We are happy on this Friday. Laura is saying hi, and I look forward to lots of comments from everybody. Welcome, welcome. So let's get moving. Apologize very briefly for yesterday. I know that Facebook had a little glitch and I didn't get on there live, but today we are, and I'm so happy. So let's talk about Casual Friday things. Let's start off with weekend plans. So what are you guys doing this weekend? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. One thing I'm going to do is I'm really good friends with Gina over there at Whiskey Kitchen. She does so much for this community that I just give her a shout out. There's no monetary trade-offs here or anything. She just does a lot for the community. So I feel like always giving back to her. And so the way I'm giving back today is just to let you know this weekend, one of my plans is I am going to actually go out there to the new location of Whiskey Kitchen. It's not really fully open yet. They're doing coffee right now, but Gina messaged me this morning and she said today they are going to start cooking again around 4:30 or 5. It won't be a full menu. They're going to close at 9 and have a very soft opening tomorrow around 8:30 and food around 12 noon. So if you happen to be in the area, stop by and say hi to me. I'll be there around between like 2 and 3, give or take. So looking forward to that. Sunday, 8 to 8, coffee and lunch closing early. So that's it for Whiskey Kitchen. That's what's going on there. Again, she gives so much to the community. Just want to give a little back. Good morning, Lori. How are you? I love when people I know come in, and this one I know happens to be my cousin back in the USA, in Georgia, I believe. So nice to see you here. Okay, moving on. I got a message this morning quite early from a viewer named Linda who was like, hey, I'm really excited about going to the next concert movie event, but you never really gave a review about it. My bad. You're right. I didn't. That's terrible. So I'll keep it really quick because I know it was a few weeks ago now, but we had an amazing time. A group of about 7 or 8 of us went. We actually sat up in the VIP zone just to kind of get up and close to it. We were close to the orchestra, which was awesome. The movie was fun. I had seen it a few times. It was Interstellar. It had a full concert, a full orchestra. And it was really fun and it was really great. I know they're going to do more because I did talk with Hector afterwards. He's the director for it and he's got more plans, which is great. I would give it 2 thumbs up for sure. And I think the only thing maybe that they could improve on just a little bit is the voice channel. We got to bring that up just a little bit. They do have Spanish subtitles, so if your Spanish is great, no big deal. But you just got to bring the voice channel up just a tiny bit. But that is the tiniest of feedback. So with that, let's jump over to the coffee cam and let's have our first toast on an amazing Casual Friday. Good morning, Slide. Good to see you. So happy. So here we go. Boom. Let's get the coffee out. And of course, if you're having coffee, you got to cheers with the new clink. I love the new clink. So one more time for everybody. Yes. Love that. Okay. Moving on. So unfortunately, I had a little bit of sad news yesterday. Came through. Many of you in Puerto Vallarta know about it. It's not exactly a super uplifting story to start a Casual Friday, but I did want to pay my respects. So you might have seen, good morning, Deborah, how are you? There was a loss in Puerto Vallarta. Merifer Areola, who is the president of Canaco, passed away at the very young age of 50. I had the opportunity to interview her less than a month ago on CPS News. There she is right there. She passed away suddenly. Reports are, and it's continually changing, so bear with me. But right now, in Guadalajara, she passed away due to some surgical complications. Again, wow, just so real, especially when somebody younger than you. She's definitely a powerhouse of institutional leadership. May served as both our local chamber and national vice president with Canoco, and Again, I got to interview her, and I just loved her warmth and her striking professionalism. She was great on camera. During our time together, she insisted I just call her May because that's what her friends called her, and that was, her easier name. And her passing just leaves a significant void in the international resident community and local community. So deepest condolences go out. Sorry, to hear about it. It's so terrible. And there she is. And she was just a fun part of the show. So our condolences on that one. All right. So moving forward, and why don't we just give her a cheers without the clink, just respectful. Okay. Moving on. I did check in on Easter stuff going on. Coffee cheers to you, Deborah, as well. The first place I check, which is a place I always check, is the Vallarta Botanical Gardens. They usually have an Easter event, and I didn't see anything. So if you or someone works with the Botanical Gardens and they do have something going on, please do mention in the comments anytime you watch this so everybody sees it. But no, I didn't see anything. I mean, what I saw was their bird of the month. So I was like, well, okay, maybe I'll share the bird of the month. So for you birders out there, good morning, Maureen. How are you? One of our daily viewers. I love it. Missed you yesterday. I'm so sorry. But this is the bird of the month. It's a broad-billed hummingbird, which to me looks like an April Fool's joke. Is this thing real for any of you birders out there? I gotta know. I know my wife's a birder and she's out there, but holy moly, that thing looks sort of alien to me, especially that first photo with the long neck. I was kind of wondering, am I seeing a April Fool's joke from the Botanical Gardens? I don't know, but that thing is crazy looking. And yes, many of you must see that bird. Oh my gosh. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Brandy. Nice to see you. That thing is crazy. All right. Moving on with today's Semana Santa report. Oh, Marine's a birder. Nice to know. Marine, Laura, Marine. You two should definitely chat. The birders are amongst us. So if you've been following along and checking in daily, you know that I've been giving the daily updates on Semana Santa here in Puerto Vallarta and what to expect daily from reenactments, from noise, from bells, processions, traffic. Well, today is the day that we're happy Good Friday to you, Joanne. I love that. Today is the day that we're going to begin the reenactment. Yesterday I mentioned it was at 10. There's a bit of question now if it's really going to start at 11, but given this is Mexico, more than likely it's going to be 11. So if you don't know much about this, but this day focuses on the Via Crucis, which is the way of the cross, which depicts the Passion of the Christ through the streets of the city. It's going to serve, so the Church of Guadalupe is going to serve as the starting point and spiritual heart for today's observances. The Living Way of the Cross is a dramatic reenactment, usually begins again around 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., which is going to move from the church through the city and down towards the Malecon. Tonight, I guess many of you might be encouraged to hear this. It's the procession of silence in the evening, typically around 7 or 8 p.m. It's a somber procession of silence that takes place through the cobblestone streets of El Centro, making a sharp contrast to the usual Friday night atmosphere. So expect a very respectful, quiet environment in the immediate vicinity of the church and around the Rio Quale. Good morning, Natalie. How are you? And yeah, the Malecon does come alive. Good morning, Bill. It's so nice to have my comments back. I know that they're not here because I was on the other screen and I'm still working on that, but I'm seeing your comments, I promise. Keep them coming, and I love it. It keeps me motivated. All right. Also, along any point of the show, if you've got a weekend activity, either in Puerto Vallarta or where you live, let me know what it is. I would love to hear about what you've got going on for Good Friday, what you have going on for Easter weekend. Please share it. We're all a family here. I'd love to hear about it. Good morning, Natalie. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing I've got coming up. Other than I finally got my hair cut. I don't know if I've been wearing a hat a lot lately. My hair was getting out of control, so I finally got my hair cut. If you noticed, great. If you didn't, that's fine too. But I finally don't have a hat on. A casual Friday. How funny is that? The casual Friday, I go a little less casual. But I've got a wedding anniversary coming up. Bum, bum, bum. We've been together for 20 years, and I think we're about to be married 17. If there's a Laura on the show, I'm sure she'll correct me if I'm wrong. She's the other one that is in this photo. Oh, look at us kids getting married like 16 or 17 years ago, whichever the truth is. But so I've got a wedding anniversary coming up. It's the last day of the month, but I'm looking to have an amazing dinner. We're already booked at Hector's Kitchen out in Punta de Mita, if you've ever been there. But I am looking for hotel recommendations. I don't necessarily want to stay at one of those luxe giant hotels like the Four Seasons, but definitely looking at any recommendations you may have. Thank you, Lori. Lori, really appreciate that. I'm sure I'll be mentioning it a few more times. Thank you, Maureen. Love to hear it. Oh, doing some chakra reading. How that's cool. Hey, thanks, Natalie, for checking in on that. I love that. If you're down there near Starbucks, go stop by and get your chakras read. And yes, married 17, together 20. My messages are disappearing pretty fast today. We'll adjust that for tomorrow. There's always something. All right, let's move on. So I know I don't do news per se on Fridays, but man, I saw this story and I think most of you are going to be like, what? So as I was. So this is a Mexican national story, and this one's coming out of Veracruz. Let me set this one up for you with the remaining time we have. So you're not going to believe the hair-raising way people in Veracruz are stepping up to tackle. There's an oil spill, I guess, out in the Gulf. Good morning, Joanne. How are you? And thank you for giving me a hotel recommendation. So out there in the Gulf, there's an oil spill. And so here's what's happened. Let me bring up the second screen on that one. Let me get that a little bigger for you. I know this is in Spanish, but let me explain it. So the citizens and local barbers have teamed up to collect human and pet hair to create handmade hair blooms, which are basically mesh tubes stuffed with hair that act like giant sponges for crude oil. And while it's not an official government fix, the community isn't waiting around. They've set up collection points for clean, dry hair and even nylon stockings to help build these barriers. So even something that we usually just sweep off the floor can be made into something that makes a real difference and really hits home. So they're collecting, again, human hair to stop the creep of an oil spill. That's boo. So I definitely will give a coffee cam cheers on that one. So here you go. Boom, nicely done. Collecting hair, stopping oil. So even on a casual Friday, that's a fun story to share with you. Okay, once again, if you've got any plans this weekend for Good Friday, for Easter weekend, here at home, love to hear about them on the comments. Of course, you can always press the follow button on my profile. That way you never miss an episode. We're Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. every single day. Also on YouTube, you can scan that QR code. And if you got something you want to share, a story idea, hit me up on that pvrnmx@gmail.com. So, yeah. No, good to hear. Thanks, Natalie. So that's the end of the show for today. We're coming in under 15 minutes, which is my new goal to get you out of here, not at 20, not at 25, but at 15. And we're only at about 13. So I am achieving that. Okay, with that, that's the end of the show. And please stick around for just a minute. That's pretty funny, Eric. I might have donated some. I wish I did. Thank you very much. I did not donate the hair to the cause, unfortunately. But if an oil spill comes here, God forbid, then we will. All right. Stay tuned for just about 1 minute to support my sponsors who support this show. Absolutely appreciate you guys being here. Have a great weekend, Lori. Have a great weekend to everybody who tuned in. And I'll see you again on Monday at 10.